Today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. So this will be Zurich as our map, one of the trickier ones. This is the week of the 6th of June. All weekly choice upgrades are doubled, always like that one. More trees that can't be destroyed. And bridges do not require road tiles. Alrighty, so let's get straight in there, avoiding those trees. Let's speed things up. Let's cut that way. Yeah, if we start to get those double motorways, it always will mean that you can get a lot of motorways. And it's fun seeing how high you can get. I think 14 might be the most motorways I've ever had. If they had something like that, all traffic lights were free or all bridges were free or something, that's also a way to guarantee you're going to get even more, because you're less likely to be offered one of the things, which means that your chances of getting more motorways is even higher. I do always love one where I get a lot of motorways. I want to try a map. One thing I'm really curious to have a go of is play a game of this where you get unlimited roundabouts. And what I want to try is every single destination, I want to just put a roundabout right there, like 2 tiles from the entrance. And I just want to see how that plays out. Like, does that make it more efficient to, in any capacity? One of the bigger problems that you'll sort of start to have towards the end is the amount of like sort of people going in and out of the car park is just the problem. So if you had like a roundabout in every entrance, which would also mean that if you had excess motorways, you could just attach them to that roundabout and immediately improve the sort of the flow. All right, let's pause for a second while we work out this. We can go those 3 guys there, that, and then have these 3 guys, that. I think that would be really interesting to see if is that a positive. Does it detract from some? Like, say for example, someone. I mean, firstly, if I'd say put it on this guy, it would actually mean that that couldn't sit that close because there would have been a roundabout sitting right here. But also because I knew his houses were over here, would I actually have put that roundabout here instead? It would be, say, something like that. Already this guy up here would have broken that pattern. So I can't place it right in front of him, but I could then put it, say, here. With these 2 guys, I'm just doing it because I think that, like, worst case, if I need a roundabout, I can just destroy that and put a line straight through. There's no harm in putting them in place. And I'm putting it on the guys that are slightly longer roads that might need that help at some point. Even might needing help. It does feel like I need to move at least one of these guys back this way. Give me another yellow house, or is it just going to give me the 5? Already up to 100 tiles. That's a tricky setup. I can't go around south, right? And I can't go up. So, I mean, send these guys in and gets them over. Get rid of that. Roundabout to work through. That's better or not. I don't know. Really nasty placements there. Well, it's going to leave us without bridges. Point. So what we will do is just run that guy in there. These guys can be our backup for this. A set of traffic lights wouldn't go astray in there. Alright, well we're going to have to give him to that guy. This will probably require a... I assume what we'd want to do is claim a motorway over here and then turn this guy around. And what we could do is... Oh, we don't have a bridge. Let's take these two guys, connect them in here, run them around there. Cool. It's unprofessional to put yourself on a existing road. Imagine if that happened in real life, that there were existing roads and businesses just built themselves onto it. What chaos we would live in. Oh, we got this guy too. Wow, they are really wanting us to lean heavy on these round motorways. These guys, I suppose what we could do is cut them down like that, up, across. Done. That's gone. This guy... bounce these guys the other way. Alright, at least we've got the guys already in the sort of vicinity for that one. Definitely do feel lacking in houses at the moment, but we're only 360 people in, so there's a lot left in this game. 4 traffic lights would be nice, but I'm definitely not giving up motorways anytime soon. One more blue house here and I would get rid of this cut and just send these guys... These 3 could go to there. But I don't want this guy just having to man that on his own. do you think you're doing up there? Alright, let's take some bridges. Okay, so that's now a divide of 2. However, I also need to use these two guys. So, let's cut that. A motorway from there to there. That back one space and nice sort of leading edge in. Same time, what we want to do is get rid of that bridge. These two guys. Those two to come down here. And then once this bridge is gone, and what we'll do is run these two guys because they're slightly closer. Just turn those guys around as well. Actually, flip this guy back the other way. So what would we like at this point? Like another red or orange, depending on what way you consider this color down here to be. That basically currently means that everything of that guy is just relying on that one, this one base. So we've got 3 purples, 4 yellows, 3 greens. We need to see another orange in here somewhere. Let's take some more bridges. Guy is getting well looked after at the moment. Really weird setup for this guy. Nice get having a third house in here. I realize these two guys are still being looked after by the just 3 houses. Meanwhile, it's this guy that's starting to buckle a little bit. Alright, there we go. It's like what I asked for. Second red. If I got rid of the extra road for this guy, I could actually... That's a really nice, clean connection there. Possibly connect these 3 guys together into that point. Move that guy across, since he's got 3, and give him 3. Roundabouts. Let's roundabout there. Then connect these three guys together and run them through the mountain. Yeah. Not sure if I can get any of these guys over to here. Possibly if I could get rid of that tree, I might have been able to have a line run that just sort of connected up here, but I can't imagine I can get that to... Oh, I can. Now let's give him that support going if he needs it. How are we doing for tunnels? We're out of tunnels, so we won't connect another guy. Could run these guys through here though. But 3 bridges. What we could do is get rid of that. Just run these guys across there. Get rid of that too. Or if this guy will ever need help, or if he's just a cruise through life. Okay. So what we need to do is get this guy across the mountain range as sharply as possible, which is going to be through here to get him to this one guy. And then we need him to have support from... It's a nice little support. Got these 2 guys available here. We've got one guy here. Could still cut these 2 yellow guys up and around here so that those 3 can connect. We have 300 tiles, so let's run this guy down and just have his own connection in there. I mean, I could make this guy the second closest connection to this house. Got a lot of blue back here that's not connected to anything. He's struggling, okay. 2 yellows are struggling. Alright. Let's spring into action. Let's get these 3 guys from here. We'll just jump them down there. I don't quite know why you're struggling though. You've got... I would have thought one could grab is a lot of houses. See, this guy's even struggling, so they've just given yellow a surge, I would say. Send that guy around the edge. Do have more tunnels. I think there's only these 2 yellow guys that currently aren't in use. Send this guy up and around like that. This guy I can connect to that if I removed it briefly, which I can't really do because otherwise he'll just collapse. Yellow is not happy though. And this guy is just stuck in his parking lot. This is the downside of having two different directions coming into a like an intersection immediately outside one. As you can see, that's what I'm talking about when you say that so... like, this would be so much better if there was a roundabout just sitting at the door, essentially. When I say that, this is exactly what I'm envisioning. This guy, you can see his guys are just stuck down here. I think this is better than that, because this means that at least the guys are just right there waiting. Now we've got blue. Not happy that the attention's all going to thing. Oh, and green's some of the action as well. Let's turn that guy around. Get this guy connected. Make him a little bit sharper. Got two guys down here now, so let's get them right in the action. It is funny that I haven't yet gotten a single set of traffic lights. I have been offered some, but I haven't taken any of them because they've always been offered, probably with Motorways. Okay. So, firstly for this guy, we can at least get him connected, so he gets an extra one guy. There are a few blues at the top here, but I don't think there's any way I can get them across. Yellow is still fighting for his life. See, green here is not too happy with his intersection setup either. I think this guy is my problem. Let's try this. This is not a long term, what we in the business might even call a good solution. So turn that. We can't turn that guy around yet. Connect them to there. We'll put second motorway. Connect to there. So what we're going to do is, like I said, I would rather this than that. So what we're going to try and do is separate. I don't know why I haven't been granted either of those two highways though. I don't know why that highway is not. It's landing where the other one was. That's a serious problem if it's going to force me to wait till. Can you let me get rid of it? Wait. I've just signed my own death warrant with that one. Any yellows at home? Best we can slide this one guy in. And one of these guys around too. This is mean. Like, they're all having to now just sit at home until something clears up. There we go. A little bit late, guys, but oh well, not too much we can do with that. Alright, not too bad anyway. 3,000. Let's see how we stand on the charts. Yeah, I'll allow that one. It's definitely a lot that could have done better. 289. And I definitely feel like that ended earlier than it should have. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later.